Welcome back to the party. If you're just joining us, we're Tim and Finn, and we've been on a 2-week first-time trip to Africa, hitting the highlights with Tim's family. So far, we've gone on safari, stayed in a wildly over-the-top hotel, and dangled off a cliff at Victoria Falls, which made everyone a little queasy, but was totally worth it. While looking for things to do on the Zambian side of the falls, I came across a day trip to Chobe National Park in Botswana. And let's be real, I wasn't about to say no to another country on this trip. But more than just hitting our 50th country in the last 10 years, Chobe looked like a completely different kind of safari. A river safari. As a family that grew up around lakes, there's just something about the water that calls to us. And that's why, even at the tail end of a long trip, the 10-hour day trip to Chobe was one adventure we couldn't pass up. So sit back, if you're on your phone, screencast this up to your largest 4K screen near you and join us for a river cruise safari in Botswana on Tripped. In case you're a little dusty on your Southern Africa geography, you gotta see how interesting this is on the map. So the Zambezi River creates the southern border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, with one of the major border crossings right at Victoria Falls. Now, Botswana is really right here too. So from our hotel upriver from the falls on the Zambian side, we just have a short drive to the Botswana border. And what I didn't know until we got here is right here from this bridge, our driver pointed out the little point at the end of Namibia, which has this kind of Oklahoma-esque panhandle thing that sticks out and touches the river too. So from that spot on the bridge, you can see all 4 countries. Was not expected to get picked up in a safari vehicle from the Border Patrol crossing, and here we go, country number 4, Botswana. What's that, Jenna?
Exceeds expectations, border, immigration.
It was really good.
Top notch.
Do you want to wear hats?
Cheers.
It'd be really cute.
The lady working there came out and yelled at everybody to form a straighter line and then chastised an old woman for cutting, and she stole my heart. I loved her.
And Tim now lives in Botswana.
I live for a good cue.
Oh, look at that skull. After the border, we picked up a few more travelers sharing the tour with us, and it was a pretty short drive to the entrance of Chobe National Park, which really feels similar to entering a national park in the US. You pull up to a big entrance, pay your entrance fee, and head on in. Now, I know I promised you a boat ride, but I didn't see any tour companies offering a full day on a boat. They were mostly split into drive or boat split. We did see some hotels inside the park, and they might have something like that. One of the main reasons I booked this entire trip is because we were so keen to see elephants. Obviously, we've seen a lot already on this trip if you've been following our adventure, but it was Jenna's favorite animal, and Chobe National Park has over 20,000 elephants. It's one of the most concentrated elephant populations in the world. So I wanted to see some in the water. We've been going around for an hour, and now finally we see some elephants. After 2 weeks of game drives through different countries in Africa, we quickly became experts on how to pack a day bag to be as comfortable as possible. Sunglasses, of course, which are protected without a case by the microfiber lining of this backpack. A power bank to charge your phone or camera that's going to be working overtime all day. This is great to give yourself a little power boost during lunch. And because there's no excuse for being uncomfortable, I detached the liquids bag from my toiletry set and filled it with SPF chapstick, snacks obviously, mist sunscreen that was super easy to reapply, gum, and a little travel medicine kit that has just a few pills of really any ailment that I could think of. Since I was changing layers all day, I had a small packing cube with lightweight sun shirt that also worked if I got cold, a mosquito repellent scarf, which I never really used actually because the bugs during dry season really weren't bad anywhere. And on this trip, an extra shirt to change into, which me and everybody else in the car really appreciated after driving around the dust all day, to change into something clean for the car ride back to the hotel. And my packing cube then also acted as a dirty clothes bag when I took off my sweaty shirt at the end of the day. And if you don't know already, we're not influencers, none of our videos are sponsors, we just own a small business called Tripped. We're the creators of this backpack, the toiletry set, and these packing cubes that you see here, and you can learn more about that at trippedtravelgear.com. As it turns out, that's the side to sit on. Because you just followed around the whole trip. So if you're on the right side of the car, you're on Jenna's seat here.
Thank you. Good eyes. Good eyes.
We just saw a little fluffy lion. It was very cute, but we only saw it quick. First, picture and go.
Picture and go.
Don't blink.
Ideally, hopefully, there's more baby animals, and that's why we're in a rush. The stork to lion cub ratio is about 10 to 1. She's a big girl.
I only have a few quick shots of these lions, which was so awesome to see a cub. He was the only one that we saw in our 2 weeks of Africa. But we were quickly starting to understand the difference between a day tour in a national park and a private game reserve. Price, of course, but we were packed deep into the safari vehicle, which was okay, not too bad. There was only 9 of us. But in this case, seeing the lions, another 3 cars quickly pulled up and the vehicles were jockeying for position, and we could only stay a short bit. But at least we weren't in one of these sister vehicles who ran a flat and had to switch cars. Ooh.
There are decoys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bob, are you back channeling trip here?
No. I'm showing how the quality of the gear. These people really want this. Look and see how he's examining.
We don't have this in Holland.
No, you want.
No.
But you can, and we can make you a distributor.
Okay.
Yes, and it would done with cash. I work cash. Yeah.
Why did we all brought the green one? Like we're.
I did.
I like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I only own
These
one,
things are-
and it's the green one.
Actually, right now
Nice.
we each only own one that are each the green one.
These are the new ones though, with the higher bottle. It's got higher pockets.
And they hearing aids.
Perfect size water pocket.
Jenna, is
for
that for you or an animal?
For anyone. I don't play favorites.
Do we have Netherlands or South Korea? Where's everybody? Ah. Da-da-da. We feel like we might have gotten a little
Well, I'll bet in the winter.
a little
this is
shakedown
slick.
at lunch.
And we feel that way because we were shook down. But
Oh,
through-
true. Yes, I
it's
said it
not-
incorrectly. Yes.
Sometimes there's feelings like I feel sad, and then there's sometimes people are like, "You had 3 beers. That is $30."
It was weird, like our guide left and then drinks were a charge. Okay, no big deal, but unusual. And then the drink prices kept changing just for waters and beers. And then Tim challenged him on the price, like $30 for 3 beers and 4 waters. And it was just a little bit of back and forth. And then all of a sudden the price changed and the negotiation worked. And
I mean, long story short, watch
story
out for
short-
George, dude. George will get you.
long story short, we have $10 back. Wow. This is the thing I'm looking forward to most, and the whole reason I booked the trip is to finally get out on the water and do some type of boat safari. There was no day trip to book a double boat safari, so just gonna appreciate this short one game drive by River Cruise.
So on my right hand, that will be Namibia, okay? Left side, it will be Botswana. So happen that the river is the boundary for the two countries.
Turned in our paperwork at the national park, gave the guy a Coca-Cola, entrance fees paid. Now it's time to see some animals.
Oh, English or Spanish?
Oh, he's drinking. Oh, she.
Oh,
Sorry, she. Oh, and a crock.
they're cuddling.
Oh, no, sleeping.
Yeah, just making the jet.
Well, that probably about does it because we just did a 180 and started going fast. So I don't think we're going down to see those elephants. So, you know what? That's the thing about wild animals. You never know what to expect. It's also the same thing about tours. You never know what to expect. Okay, so I booked this trip. Everyone had like their bucket list animal, right? Yes. I just wanted to make sure we like saw it one time or whatever. I was concerned we wouldn't have seen elephants yet. And to come here, well, just in general, like we all want to see elephants. But I had this vision of like, oh, we're going to the water safari to go see the elephants in the water. Right. This, I think, was the only drive we've had the entire trip. That boat ride was the only time we didn't see elephants the entire 9 days in Africa. And it might have been time of day. It might have been, because this was also the only time we did day drives and not like the sunrise, sunset too. So it could have been something like that. This is a huge day trip, so there's tons of people that are all lining up end of day, and also it was at the beginning of the day. I just didn't realize that was the routine here of all of these cars, all the tourists ready to cross the border. So the poor border patrol gets like hit right at the same time in the morning and right at the same time as the evening. So we've got Chico here who's bombing us through the line. See ya, see ya, see ya, see ya. Suck it,
Dirty. Yeah, get it.
After a long day, our car got pretty giggly, increasing our driver tip as we passed car after car after car, and I think Chico got wind of what was going on in the back seat, and the game escalated that much more.
One of our greatest presidents. One of our greatest presidents. Welcome to Currency Chat on YouTube.
That's not, actually, I don't even know which countries are which.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
For tomorrow.
I am a 41-year-old man, and my mom's just handing me money. This is amazing.
Dollar bills.
No, they're dollars.
Let's get-
I can trust them. Oh, that's okay. Well, all right. Well, we've saved an hour at this point.
All right, we've got the tip of Namibia. We got all 4 countries. Chico, no cue. We did good, right?
At the border, he went the wrong way in incoming traffic for the cars entering Botswana just to grab a parking spot quickly at the building and get us right into the immigration line. But thanks to Chico's courage, we got back to our Zambian hotel just in time for a beautiful final sunset in Africa.
Happy last sunset, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Are you guys going home now? Cheers. Home tomorrow.
The timing was perfect.
Yeah. I know. We just made it. That's nuts.